Welcome to the Hrafn Viking Shipyard. If you want to build your own Viking boat, this podcast is for you. My name is Andy Bennett. Join me as I undertake the step-by-step process to build and sail a replica of a 900-year-old Viking lapstrake sailboat. I'm building a replica of a 7.7 meter long Viking workboat that was found in Denmark, and it dates to 1130 AD. The original boat was used for fishing and transporting people and goods. Evidence of wear and repairs suggests that it was in service for about 50 years before it was abandoned and became buried in the mud. The boat dimensions come from the Gislinge boat open source project that is published by the Viking Ship Museum in Roskilde, Denmark. Today's podcast video covers how I make full-scale side view templates for the stem pieces, the frames that support the boat's planks, the rudder, and other chunky wooden boat parts. These are the parts that I will need to first find suitable timbers for and then carve them out. I don't know if Vikings made similar templates back in their day, but it certainly would have been a time saver, especially if they planned to make a fleet of similar boats. This is one of the stem pieces here. I'm not going to minimize the effort involved here. Making the templates is a tedious but essential 2-week process. But in the end, you'll become very familiar with each component of the boat that you plan to build. And these are carving guides. You will have templates that you can lay directly against a log, a timber, or a tree branch to immediately see if a component part is feasible to cut out of that log. So the first step in making the templates is to transfer the dimensions and the shapes of the various pieces from the open source project that's online onto butcher paper. And to do that, I'm using a metric tape measure, a metal ruler, a square, and a pencil. And then I just take that and I sketch it right onto the paper. Cut it out with a pair of scissors. The next step in the process is to use a Sharpie to trace the template shape onto a piece of scrap linoleum. I got this from Home Depot, just a scrap remnant of linoleum, and I'm using it to trace out the various pieces. In this case, I'm making the rudder, and I'm tracing it out onto the linoleum, and then I'll cut that out with a pair of scissors. Step 3 of the process is to clearly label the templates. Put on the pertinent details and notes that are helpful, such as what is the part number, what's the desired type of wood, what's the thickness, what are the grain directions that you need to see, those types of things. A fourth step, and this is a suggestion, is to make 2 sets of the templates. One set is for you, and another set is to make available to someone who is helping you find the suitable white oak timbers to make these pieces. I plan to provide a set of these templates to a local sawyer who has a portable sawmill business. Step 5, find a handy organized storage system for the templates. Maybe it's a garage attic shelf, I don't know. We'll see. Update, when late summer storms brought down a large white oak tree in a rancher's pasture, the sawyer that I left the templates with gave me a call, and we drove out there with the templates and a portable sawmill and some chainsaws and a skid loader and a trailer. And long story short, 2 days later, we came back with about 6,000 pounds of planks, timbers, and various carefully curated curved branches that we had laid the templates on to get the curves and structures that we wanted to for building the boat. So the templates were well worth our time, spending the time to make those, to be able to select the pieces of the wood that we wanted to make the boat. So it was worth it. It was worth the time to make those. The costs for making the templates was about $40. The costs for the sawyers and shipping of the wood and everything else, that was considerably more. So I paid the rancher $500 for the oak tree, and then for the time and efforts of the two lumberjacks to help me cut the tree up, and then renting of the portable sawmill and the skid loader and the shipping of the wood all back to me, that in total cost me $3,800. So not for the meek, but it should be a really fun project. I hope you found this video useful. If you did, please like the video and subscribe. And as always, if you're in the Minnesota area, please stop in. Helping hands are always welcome around the Hrafn Viking Shipyard.